Cancers, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for April 18th to the 24th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, Cancer, so we have a lot going on this week. We have the sun shifting into Aries. We've got a lot of aspects with Venus. We've got a full moon on Thursday night, Friday morning. So a lot going on. Let's go ahead and look at this in terms of the unfoldment of events. And a good place to start is looking at the previous weekend, which is when we had Mars go retrograde, and then we're going to have Pluto in the very early part of Monday go station retrograde as well. So there's this reflective energy, and I think for you guys, this is reflecting on your productive life for the next few months up and through June. Okay, particularly reflecting on your sense of self-expression, I think is a big one, because you've had Mars go into your fifth house of self-expression. So lately, you guys have probably had more energy to either express yourself, get involved with creative things, pursue your interests, your hobbies, your passions, whatever it might be. But now it's kind of time to rethink, redo, rehash, go within, reflect on these things, and modify these things so that they can be adjusted and you can learn more about it and whatnot. So that's going to be, I think, the theme, like a backdrop to the week, but mainly just because this is the first week this has been in effect. But like I said, this will be going on through June. And one thing too is this is all for you to really be developing and enjoying your self-expression, enjoying your passions and your interests, which is what Saturn's also been showing you in terms of structuring and building these things. Although they're kind of serious, you know, it's been serious lately the past year or so in terms of you building your self-expression. But Mars is here helping you enjoy it and see the lighthearted side of it. Now with Pluto retrograde, this is your routine stuff. And now Pluto is, of course, also associated with your fifth house. So there is a bit of that reflection associated with it as well. But I think here is particularly reflecting on your expression so you can enjoy your routine. So you can transform your routine, change your routine. Now this is a backdrop energy for the next 6 months because Pluto goes retrograde for half of the year. So nothing major, but I think over the next 6 months, it's a good time to go within, see where you can modify and change up that routine so that you have more of that spiritual freedom. You know, that's really what Pluto does. It strips away all of the layers, all of the attachments, all of the fears we might have regarding whatever it is you do on a daily level, where there might be some old unconscious patterns or belief systems that can be removed so that you can have more enjoyment, more freedom in that area. Now, starting with the aspects on Monday, with Venus, who's forming a lot this week, it's going to be trining up to Saturn on Monday. So this is a bit about that development. And I think this is specifically for you to be developing your ideals this early part of the week. And maybe even your home and family life. Maybe even your health. These are good areas to put in that productive energy. All right, could even be good for networking and that sort of stuff, since Venus is associated with that. But this is going to be an area of change for you, specifically around Tuesday, once Pluto squares up to that Venus. All right, so there's this transformation occurring. And so here it's letting go of any old belief systems about your ideals, any old ideals, any old ideas about things larger than self, such as your friends or groups, your hopes and wishes. And on a personal level, in your personal life, any old patterns regarding home or health or family, I think will be important considerations. And the key with any square from Pluto is to detach, to have a perspective without us getting too egoically involved. In other words, to get too involved in terms of what we want, what we desire, and just kind of come from a state of presence, be aware of the attachments there, and then maybe making some change that might need to be done this early part of the week involving your ideals, hopes and wishes, home, health, family. And this is also, you can free up and really foster this more expansive view of life. You know, because Venus in your ninth house has been showing you this immense enjoyment that can be had right now by tapping into the adventurous spirits, about enjoying the worldview, the philosophy, the spirituality, these kinds of matters, right? And that's something that I think has been expanding, and I think is another good way for you to maybe relate with others, Could be connecting to people abroad, enjoying some nature. Maybe some of you enjoying some traveling or that kind of thing. And that's a good area to make change with around Tuesday. Now, as we go into the middle part of the week, Mercury does trine up to the North Node. So on a minor note, there is a lot to be learned right now at the moment, specifically with your spiritual life, how you can have some alone time. Maybe work on your mind and communication, which is that Mercury energy of your third house as well. And this is, again, also you can learn more about your productive life, actually. This is what's really going on, is that you've got this productive focus this week because you're going to have the sun shifting into your 10th house of Aries. You'll probably feel this more so the second half of the week. But there's more focus on your career, your productive life, your public life. You've already been thinking about it with Mercury, and like I said, there's plenty to still learn about it. But now you've got that energy, you've got that prana of pursuing these more success-driven, legacy-driven, or career-driven aspects of life. Now, the full moon is going to be on Thursday night, Friday morning. And this is another full moon in Virgo. So it's a culmination of, again, your mind and communications. This has been a big area. Anything about practical knowledge, anything in your immediate environment that you've been learning or sharing, exchanging with others, learning about your communication. So it's all about things coming to the forefront. There's this awareness really coming into the mix involving these matters this week, as there has been. So continuing to cultivate the mind, cultivate the communications, the learning, the reading, the writing, the sharing. And this is going to continue for the next 6 months, but it's this kind of status check where now you can see where you can continue to enjoy and foster the communication and your learning. Now, the last aspect of the week is going to be Venus conjoining up to Uranus going into the weekend. So when it does come to these areas of transformation, such as your ideals, maybe your networks, your home, health, and family stuff, there's a bit of this freedom now over the weekend to mix it up. Maybe something new for some of you, depending on your personal charts. Sometimes, if it's triggering a Uranus aspect in your personal chart, it could be quite sudden. All right, so for all of you, it's a good weekend, a good second half of the week to really free up these areas, to access your true self. Maybe, again, do something that you've been feeling like, it's more of a mundane thing, but over the past many years, there's been this call for you to have more freedom in your life. Tap into more of that expansive view. Maybe free yourself up to learn more about life and wisdom and spirituality and philosophy. And so it's an excellent weekend for that stuff. Excellent weekend for changing up things with your home, health, and family. And then also maybe with friends, groups, and continuing to free up your ideals, your hopes and wishes, so they're more in alignment with who you truly are. All right, Cancer, so have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.